battle. So on the red team, we have a Predator Island, and I actually switched the loadout, or the overlay. So yes, we have Sweet Victor Fish, piloted by Sunstorm. It is a goldfish with a watch on the front, a carronade on the left, and a Gatling on the right. We also have the St. Glaswegian Kiss, piloted by Mighty Keb, with a Gavin Mortar on the front, as well as a Banshee and a Flare on the back.
Then on the blue team, we have the Deicide, piloted by Daniel, as he wants to be called, which has a Hwatcher, a Flak, and a Gatling on the right side, a double carronade on... No, wait, on right side is the double carronade, and on left side, the I can't speak, and a harpoon back. You can figure things out yourself, can't watch it. Then we have the Dionysus, piloted by Arius. It has a lumberjack, Hwatcher, and a Gatling on port side, a flare on back, and carronade Hwatcher on right side.
There goes the beginning of the engagement as the Victor Fish sends a watch onto the Dionysus, disabling 3 engines and 4 guns. And Gatling has killed the armor now.
That was a long armor rebuild, I have to say.
Victor Fish now disabling the Deicide as well.
Ooh, a flare onto the Glaswegian Kiss. That makes me happy.
That is all Huskarr needs for the rest of this tournament.
Yep.
Victor Fish now loses their balloon. The Dionysus seems to be trying to stomp them to the ground. Actually, only from that angle. But there's the first kill of the match.
Deicide feels... Yeah.
Deicide killing the St. Glaswegian Kiss, meaning blue team has first kill advantage. Victor Fish is now going to be backing out with turning at the perfect time so that their Hwatcher goes wide.
But, surprisingly, nothing is disabled, so the Sweet Victor Fish manages to dodge it mostly.
Listen, Lasagna is now saying that the only reason that kill happened is because the flare clearly set it up. The flare into the Victor Fish knocked them down. Was it into the Victor Fish?
No, it was to the Glaswegian Kiss.
Yes, the flare and the Glaswegian Kiss did enough that they could no longer take part in that, I guess.
What does... Wait, who's where? Okay, so they have Omnipresent Oatmeal on bottom. I'm surprised Omnipresent Oatmeal does not chem. I've noticed it in the first squid match. He did not chem. And Guras hasn't been chemming the balloon like he should. But yeah, I've lost.
About halfway across the map from each other's spots. Only now have ended.
While we talk about flares, I've lost a few matches because of flares. Not because I got flared, but because I wasn't repairing, because I was shooting the flare.
I was just about to ask you that. Yeah, but that flare gun is definitely the punishment for not chemming the balloon.
Yeah.
Both red ships are content in holding back for now, at least. And while the Glaswegian Kiss does have chem spray, they're not using it on their main deck still.
Yeah, as I said before, Oatmeal does not chem. I noticed on the squid.
That could be a big problem, especially against the Dionysus's. That sounds weird to say, but the Dionysus's flare gun, as well as the Hwatches. Lumber going into Victor Fish, dropping their balloon as they try to make their way across this wide open space here. Red ships are split right now.
Something I just noticed is that the bottom deck on the Deicide is chem sprayed. Or at least it seemed to be.
Cubs going into the Glaswegian Kiss, not managing to drop their balloon. All 4 ships are still spotted.
Yeah, Dayside just lost the spot, and so did Red Team. But the Glaswegian Kiss just got it back.
Both blue galleons right now pursuing the Glaswegian Kiss. Seem to just keeping an eye on the victor fish, but not really concerning about catching them. The Glaswegian Kiss is low, is sneaking around the bottom of these buildings right now.
Yeah, Keb loves to do that. One can see that he's a squid pilot at heart, how he sneaks around the map.
It's kind of more difficult to do on a pier, though. They are quite a bit less maneuverable. The victor fish is completely across the map from the Glaswegian Kiss right now.
That might be
The
bad.
galleons are entering a 2v1 with the Glaswegian Kiss. Victor fish is now
And
burning.
the Kiss is rushing for hard cover.
These red ships were not prepared for that engagement, for an engagement right at that time. Very nice. This is right now the only ship that has taken any perma damage, or at least any visible perma damage. This Norwegian Kiss is poking in their head right now.
Just trying to
as a
see
small
whether they're
scout.
still there. Seems that the victor fish is trying to go for a flank.
This team really seems to be enjoying their flanking. They did it all last match as well as now it seems this match as well. Mighty Kev, of course, does have that hydrogen, so once his team decides to, he can burn up into that engagement.
Let's just hope the balloon will be canned this time.
There is actually no chem spray on the moment anywhere in the Glaswegian Kiss.
Yeah,
But
Gura
of
seems...
course, they are slightly out of this. They are not yet in this engagement, so it isn't crucial at this point.
I'm just seeing that the front gun on the sweet victor fish is not canned. That is always a very tempting target for me.
So without a flare, without the main gun, the goldfish is pretty much useless.
Yeah.
And I believe that 15 stacks of fire does overheat the gun.
Yeah, 8 stacks of fire do
Alright.
the job.
Watch you going to
And
Dayside, disabling most of the ship. Sorry, most of the guns.
And the Glaswegian Kiss coming in. Sunstrom and Keb seem to be a bit out of focus at the moment.
This
But then
Vector
again-
fish has lost their balloon. Large ram going into Dayside. They go halfway across the map with that. Shot's still going
And
in.
they
A
are-
lot of damage. Managing to get the kill.
And there might be a gat kill. No.
There is
well-
the kill now.
That seemed like a reverse Goomba stomp kill.
Switch and Kiss taking a bit of damage. They have lost their balloon and their armor and all 4 of their guns. take a large chunk of perma from hitting that building there. So Sweet Victorfish loses their balloon as well. But Deicide spawns in right here next to both these red ships. But that Hotcha just disables
Majority
them
of all guns are disabled on the Deicide. Watch and a Carronade were downed, as I believe.
Norwegian Kiss still without their once again without their balloon. Victorfish are also missing their armor and balloon. Flare goes into Glaswegian's Kiss armor, it looks like, as well as the balloon.
The hull and the balloon. Both uncammed again.
And just about now the kill should get in onto the Glaswegian Kiss. I'd say the flare gun was a big reason as to why that came in.
That kill can be awarded to the flare gunner.
Yes, the flare gun usually considered quite a gun to have very little use besides just spawning enemies. And this match proves that it is much more than that. It is a beautiful thing that is only a select few truly recognize.
No, the flare gun is, in my opinion, the best gun for a main engineer. And I have saved a few ships. Gun. I've saved a few ships in competitive matches, and I've gotten a flare kill in a competitive match.
In a competitive match, that is awesome.
Yeah. Well, I'm claiming the flare kill. It might have been a crash, but we'll not talk about that.
Here comes the next engagement. Glaswegian Kiss taking fire into their armor. Victorfish ran to the Deicide. There goes the Deicide's
armor. There goes
armor.
the ram. Victorfish is also down.
Once again, Victorfish is without their balloon, now missing their armor as well. Bring up their balloon. And there's the kill onto the Deicide for the Glaswegian Kiss. Dionysus now stuck in this 2v1.
Only the front gun's disabled on the Glaswegian Kiss. Okay, they turn to the short range side. But that's not going to help them a lot because the Victorfish manages to disable just in time.
There goes the kill. It is now tied at a score of 3-3.
Oh wow! I'm surprised to see Keb having taken a Meta Midian. He usually prefers more fancy builds, especially a certain ramming build with a Gatling Artemis combo.
Watch it going in from Victorfish onto Deicide, disabling 5 of the guns and 2 of the engines. Now stripping its armor. Let's see if the shot.
There's the hull break on Deicide, and there goes the mortars. But the armor goes up relatively quickly again. There's another hull break. Oh, and the Deicide's balloon is down.
They are going to bounce in a second, dropping their armor.
Oh. Yeah, that was a nice kill.
This Dionysus is not in a good position right now. They are missing 4 of their guns, and they are in a 2v1 against two ships that can very quickly get a kill. There goes a ram into the Dionysus just as they bring up their armor, dropping the balloon. Deicide spawns back in right here, but they are not fast enough. There is the kill. Meaning that Predator Island will be Fancy Maenad Ryders with a score of 5-3. And they will be making their way to the finals now.